Non-duality is belonging. It's an obvious connection when you look at it because non-duality is about getting away from separation, stepping back from your feeling of separation. This separation and lack of belonging is an addiction in people's minds. It's the addiction that's destroying the planet. We wouldn't be destroying the planet if we really felt we belonged here. Even lots of our spiritual practices tell us that we come from someplace else and we've been sent here to learn a lesson. It's the epitome of not belonging. So, what would it be like to really, really belong? First of all, you wouldn't just be in your head. So often, if you talk about spirituality, people think it's something that happens when your eyes are closed. It's really interesting to use AI to dive into the human mind because if you go to an AI product and ask it to give you images of spiritual people, they're all sitting there with their eyes closed. The belief is that deep in our consciousness that it's come out through millions of words of writing. AI has sucked it up, and that's what the AI mind spits out. That's what most of our minds spit out. That spirituality is something that happens inside us. And right there is just, so much separation in that idea. The idea that something inside you can be different from something outside of you. And boom, we're not belonging. It's like we don't belong here. When you really, belonging has to have a place. When you really dive into it, where do you belong? You belong right where you are right now. Not some internal state, but right where you are. Maybe you're in an apartment building 100 stories up and it's really far down to the earth. Actually, it isn't. You're completely connected. Maybe you're floating around in the space station. You're still in a place, but most of us aren't in that extreme. Most of us can very easily connect to where we are. You are right where you are. That statement, there's nothing mystical or magical or, hard to realize about that statement. You are right where you are. Non-duality is always asking, who are you? You are who you are. Right where you are. It's just this simple. Where you are is asking the exact same question as who you are. So think, if I was to ask you, do you know where you are? It's so easy to answer yes to that question. Do you know where you are? You might not have been really thinking about it, right? But the second you stop and think about it, it's like, well, I'm right here. Same exact thing. Do you know who you are? The answer has to be yes. Who? You're right there. You're you. Now, without your eyes closed, sit and experience that place and that person that you are. A normal belonging. You can't not belong. Every molecule of you has come from your place. Maybe you just flew on an airplane and you went hundreds of miles, you ate a meal over there and now you're sitting here. Well, still, Every being of you is right there. We're from this earth. Now extend it just a little bit. Broaden it just a little bit. We are the intersection of sky and earth. We so often think earth, earth, Mother Earth, but without the atmosphere, what are we? And it's the atmosphere that we've been neglecting lately, correct? All our pollution. Global warming isn't harming the earth, it's harming the atmosphere. And if you don't have an interplay between atmosphere and earth, then you have destruction. Same thing with you. If you don't have a moving, dynamic feeling of your place and where you are, then you live kind of in a field of destruction. You're not really there. And just think how easy it is to just stop and remember your place. Where are you? You're right there. The second you're in your place, then you belong. So the real question is, how did we get so confused? How did we get so not knowing who we are and where we are? That's a big, big question, but I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's just simply never pointed out to us. All of our learning is about exterior things. When we learn spirituality, we learn about a God that's very far away, or we learn about heaven and hell that happens when we die. Or we learn about an internal state that we're supposed to achieve, but we don't have. But we're never just simply taught, where are you? Now, think about this. When you know where you are, now you can look out and you can hear. Your senses are so amazing because vision goes forward, but hearing goes everywhere. So now you can feel that you're in your place and start noticing the things that are around you. And you are this being of awareness in this place. Suddenly, that's the deepest possible belonging. And I think we would all be there all the time if it was the habit of our society and our families to just kind of always remind us of that. Where are you? Who are you? I met, little kid running around, they're tripping around, they're making all sorts of mistakes, and they're asked, where are you? You have to come back. If somebody had forgotten and got all excited and was running around and kind of forgetting who they are and forgetting where they are, they're going to trip and they're going to fall. And then it's the adult's job to say, where are you? Who are you? And if we were constantly told and asked that, instead of being told, you're bad, you're not good enough, you didn't do that right, you got a D, you're ugly, you're all these things that we're told every single day of our lives, instead of just simply asked, where are you? I'm here. Where do you belong? Well, I belong here. Obviously, I belong here because I am here. I think that's what Nisargadatta was saying with, I am that. I am here. Play around with that idea and see where you can go with it. Give me comments. Let me know.